Hi and welcome to Women at Work. My name is Meenakshi Sajeev, and through this video series, I'm going to be introducing you to some amazing women with such stellar career paths. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to Annu Manuel. Annu is a computer science engineer by her undergraduate degree, but she's gone to IIM Lucknow to get her MBA from Sustainable Energy Management. Right now, Annu works with a company in Gurgaon that deals with electric vehicle charging infrastructure development. Let's ask Annu how her journey has been so far. Welcoming Annu Manuel to Women at Work. Hi Annu, welcome to Women at Work. I'm so happy to have you in this session with us.
Thank you, Meenakshi. I'm happy to be a part of this series.
So Annu, let's start with your undergrad degree. So your undergrad you did from Athanasius College in Kerala, and you did your computer science engineering, right? And from there, right now you're working in sustainable energy. So before we get to how you made that leap, let me ask you, was computer science a conscious choice, or was it an accidental choice, or do you really want that? And how was your undergrad experience of studying engineering in Kerala, and was it all that you had in mind when you went into it?
Okay, so basically, like every other engineer in Kerala, I also just got into Athanasius and just computer science was what I got at that point in time. So I just went with the flow, and I got in the September or something, and I started studying there. That was the only college that I got computer science in. So I wanted to just study computer science, and then I had no clear idea, to be honest, to really computer science is the path I want. It was just like I liked maths, and I thought computer science would be a good place to be, and that's the only thought that went into me picking up computer science at Athanasius.
So Anu, why I asked you whether this was a conscious decision of taking computer science was that a lot of people would have a dream of, okay, this is the company that I want to work for, and when I take CS, this is what I'm going to do. And this is like, they would want to get to Google, or they would want to get Facebook, they would want to work in like one of the big names, they would want to go to Silicon Valley, be there. I've heard people in computer science department in my college like map out their life, and right now they're there. So this is why I asked you if this was like something very passionate for you from school, and is this why you started? So clearly you are in a very different path right now. And have you worked as a computer engineer? Like, have you worked in the core sector?
Yes, I have worked 3 years with Oracle. So we had this campus placement coming in, and then I joined Oracle. But like I said, if someone really so I was here by chance rather than by choice. Yeah. So I would say if someone really wants to be in this field, I would say that pick up outside projects, go to internshala or any intern place where you actually, I feel like when I studied, I was never exposed to real world problems, or so I felt like I was just going to college, studying whatever, coming back, writing exams. So I feel if someone is really passionate, they should go outside, understand what's latest technology, and then probably do some kind of internship and that kind of thing. So what I did not do is build my resume over 4 years, which now when I look back, I was like, why didn't I even do that? So do you get where I'm coming from? Like when we were in engineering college, nothing was told to us. We were all on our own, figuring out things on our own, right?
Very true, very true.
Yeah. So I would, well, if someone is really passionate, I think there are so many online courses available, and all these will really help you understand what you're really passionate about in this field of computer science, where you can go to cloud computing or blockchain. There are so much things right now. So that is.
So Anu, 3 years in Oracle. So I believe it's one of the top placements to come to your college, right? As it is everywhere in Kerala, Oracle is one of the top placements to come to your college, and congrats that you grabbed it then. And what made you switch? What made you want to do an MBA rather than an MS?
Okay. Hmm. So I never felt like I was a really good computer science engineer. I liked building stuff, but then I felt like maybe this I may not like a desk job completely, like 100%. Maybe I like more managerial uh, kind of a role is what I felt like would more suit me, because I know the technical things, but then I felt like, okay, maybe I don't want to be sitting in front of the computer all this while. Maybe a little bit more interaction would work for my personality type a bit more. So that's why and from growing point of view, I thought, okay, MS versus this thing, yes, MBA sounds better to me, like for me as a
All
person. So
right.
that is how I picked up MBA. Yeah.
And so you did your CAT preparations, and then you got into IIM Lucknow, right?
Yes, I am like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again,
But I did the sorry,
please.
I did the other, I didn't do the general MBA. So since I did everything conventional till that point of time, so there was this new course called Sustainable Management, which is more focused on like more than putting a people and environment angle to the MBA. So I thought, okay, might as well like do something unconventional, and
Yeah.
that's how I picked
And
up
it's
that
quite
course.
niche,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, it is very. We were second in batch at that point of time.
Oh, all right. So, weren't you concerned about your options after, whenever you take something very niche, which means, a diversification, an option for diversification is kind of cut down and narrowed down into, and you might have to find work in this little niche area. And the opportunities may be out there and not quite in India. But I think in India,
Yes.
especially for sustainable energy, there is a huge scope, but then maybe coveted jobs and really cool work environments might be out there. So were you a little bit concerned when you were going into a very pointed niche area rather than doing a general MBA, which would give you like a gazillion options for jobs?
Yes, that was a concern, to be honest. And it also towards the end, we did also face some issues with placements because we were the new batch. But then, what again, at that point of time, I was more aware of what is out there. So I did a couple of internships and picked up a lot of other things, which helped me like keep it still diverse, like a digital marketing internship or in an energy sector, a small internship on like solar panels. So which still kept my CV diverse. So that is what helped me kind of get into. So now I work in computer science related job, but in a clean energy sector. So these sectors, even though they are niche, but you still have the same thing, but the attitude and mindset is a bit more different. Like you are like, okay, through electric vehicle right now where I'm working with. So yeah, we want like a cleaner, like since now I'm in Delhi, it's very polluted. So there is the cost is more important. So yeah.
All right. So, so could you tell me a little bit about the internships that you've done? Because a lot of people might be on the lookout for internships. So.
Yeah. So so basically our college also hooked us up with a couple of companies, but other than that, what I did was I did there's this small startup that is in Delhi, and I picked the internship was in digital marketing. So they had so all the products that they made was conscious, like environment conscious and social also. So we were selling these products in Amazon or through Facebook and digital media. So that is what I did one. And then another internship I did was with a solar company. So basically we were evaluating how the profitability of a solar panel, like distributed solar panel. Right now, if you see that all the panels are in one, like bigger,
Yeah.
uh, a bigger area, bigger power plants. So here, this is like smaller, like in Himachal, in a hill, you can put a smaller and power 5 or 6 things, like one bulb, one fan, things like that. So that is the other internship I did, so that it is more distributed where grid doesn't reach.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the second internship I did too. So energy sector is one of the areas where there are a lot of innovations going on, because that's one of the most polluting sector also, right? So innovations are going on. So it was a fun area to be. So I picked up digital marketing and energy sector.
Energy
So yeah.
sector. All right, great. So right now you work in Fortum, right?
Yes.
Was that again a campus placement?
Yes, it was a
All
campus placement. I but work in a product manager. There is an app that we have, so I'm the product manager for that. So it's a more technical role, where my computer science background helps, because you're building a
Mm.
technical software
Yeah.
product. Yeah.
Yeah. So could you tell me a little bit more about what Fortum does and what you do there, and a little bit more detail into how sustainable energy is and computer science is integrated into your current role?
In my current role, basically, so Fortum is a clean energy company.
Mm-hmm.
So what I work with is and we have many solar power plants, and then there is Bio 2X, which is like making um, ethanol from sustainably sourced bamboo,
Oh.
and there is third, which is in power plants. The exhaust is very, like, to reduce the NOx emission. There is a technology.
Mm-hmm.
So we are technology consultants, and the fourth one is charge and ride, which is like where we put up charging stations to charge electric vehicles. So
Okay.
that is where I work with. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So the charging stations, if you see that, it's not manned, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what happens? There is a SIM card inside it which
Mm-hmm.
communicates with the software.
Mm-hmm.
And if like sitting in Delhi, I know what is happening at a charger in Bangalore or Hyderabad. So that is the technology. Yes.
That's really cool. I didn't know that such sort of a system was in place, but that's really cool. Yeah. Anyways, Anu, thank you so much because I think it's a need of the hour that a lot of people from our country, especially, should come into the sustainable energy sector. And I'm so glad that I could, even at the early stages of Women at Work, grab someone from that field to have a little chit chat with us. And I hope a lot of people would reach out to you, and this would be an inspiration to a lot of people, because I think a common misconception is that you have to uh, be in this particular sector, clean energy sector, to work and pursue further in this. But then even engineering graduates can move into this, would come as a very new information to a lot of people. So thank you so much for your time. I know it was lovely having you in Women at Work.
Awesome. Thanks. Again, I would be happy to, if someone would like to go into this field, will be very happy to guide them. And maybe whatever I've learned in my limited career, I would be happy to share it with them if that gives them a head start in this space.
Yeah,
Yes.
lovely, lovely. Looking forward to that, Anu. Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.